Collector with me, Jace. And yeah, it's been quite a while since, I don't know if I've ever actually dedicated a video to a comment before. I might have done. I can't remember if I have. I apologize if I have. But anyway, yeah, a comment was left on one of my recent videos, and the person wasn't having to go far from it. It was completely the other way. In fact, this comment impacted me on so much, I wanted to do this video. I wanted to do this video, even though the content of this video, which is mainly statues, I've done this before and I've done polls on it, and I did a lot of. Let's get into it, because I don't want to spend 5 minutes discussing why I'm doing this video when I can be discussing why I'm doing this video. Yeah. So it was basically someone who's here that's been here for quite a while and loves the statues and loves the videos I've done on statues. I do. Let me just start off by saying this straight away. My love of statues has not diminished 1%. My love of doing videos on statues hasn't either. It's the same with Lord of the Rings, everything else. It's an ongoing thing. It's just things had to change. Things had to change. I had no option. Well, I did. I had an option. I had an option of doing maybe one video a month and then just letting the channel just die and just walk away from it. And I didn't want to do that, because here's the other thing. I really enjoy doing the videos, and I enjoy doing the challenge of doing the channel, and I want to bring more stuff onto the channel, because I don't want my channel to be monotonous. I don't want it to be predictable. I like unorthodox. I like sort of crazy and unpredictable, and oh my god, what on earth is going on? I like that reaction that people are like, bloody hell, what on earth? I like that. There are channels out, and I am not knocking them. I am not having a go. There are channels out there who do the same thing, the same content, day in, day out, throughout the year. And there's one or two of them. I don't want to be that. I can't do that, guys, because I'll just get bored. And if I get bored, I'll stop. Simple as that. Now, let's just discuss the fact that the person was slightly concerned about there was a lot of spider. Now, there was a lot of spider videos out, but first of all, the 3 videos would have been one video, but it would have been too long, because it was just a project on that tank, and I wanted to do it. It was something I was very excited about doing, and it was something I did for the people who were interested in it, the people that keep that one species, and the fact that I was how I was setting it up. But the video went on for so long, I had to break it down. So it might have seemed a little bit spider heavy. And if it is a case of videos coming out that are sort of spider orientated, that's what it will be. That's what it will be. You know, I can't help it if there's nothing statue-wise coming along that I want to talk about. And let's be honest, the whole statue arena at the moment, and for some time now, has been pretty bloody quiet. Yeah, there's been odd little things here and there, but I mean, we had Wonderfest, but there weren't much that came from it. You know, SDCC, there wasn't much that came from it. There wasn't the excitement, and there isn't the excitement. So let me just try and get this video into some order. I was keeping tarantulas for years and years and years. I've said this in the past 12 years before I even considered a statue. I was keeping them for 12 plus years before I'd even heard of Sideshow Prime 1, any of that. It was only because I walked away from doing that, and I had my reasons, that I then stumbled into, it was Hot Toys, and then I was into the Court of the Dead range. Then obviously I moved into Prime 1 and Lord of the Rings, and that was where the channel started. But for the entirety of that time, I didn't want to stop tarantulas, and I was thinking about it the whole time. And there were people who know the whole time that I was doing my statues and everything else, I was thinking of, I even mentioned it on videos, and I said it on live streams, that I was thinking of getting back into it, that it was something that I'd like to bring onto the channel. I made no secret of it. So what has happened was being discussed by me over a year ago, many times, different things. Had I not got back into tarantulas, because they also said about me doing it on a separate channel, which a couple of people have mentioned. I'll get to that in a minute. But let's just say I hadn't got into tarantulas. The number of videos I've done on Lord of the Rings and statues in the last sort of 4 months since I got into would have been the same. Would have been the same number, because that's as much as I wanted to do. That's as much as I wanted to talk about. As I have said many times, I I'm not going to be one of those channels that's a conveyor belt of buying statues. And yeah, this is it, unbox, talk, and sell it in a few weeks. I'm not one. I can't afford to do that. I can't afford to do it, guys. I haven't got the room, and I only buy pieces that I'm passionate about. The fact that these pieces are here and have not gone anywhere, Sauron's still there, T800's still there. They're going into their third year now. Shows you that I buy pieces that I love. And that's the thing with my channel is the fact that I have always been really passionate about everything I've done. I have been so passionate that CEOs of statue companies have messaged me, which you know about that. So I can only bring into this house things that I 100% want, and I've become way more critical and choosy with what I buy. I've still got statues on pre-order. I've got stuff with Sideshow. I've got stuff with Prime One. I've got stuff with Infinity. All on pre-order, all going to be coming, but they'll get here when they get here. You know what I mean? That's the thing now. It's all spread out. The Lord of the Rings stuff has dipped off, which is why I started doing other things with the statue. So I got the Predator piece, I got the Alien piece. Obviously, I've already got my Terminator to broaden the spectrum of the scope of the statues that I buy, to keep the statues coming in, to keep having things to talk about. Because if I kept it on Lord of the Rings, all we'd be doing now is wetter. Let's be honest, that's all we'd be doing. With no problem with that, but again, there are channels that do that. There are channels that cover that. And again, that was the reason why I made the decision to sell my 1/6 scale stuff that I did before, and I changed my mind, and then I ended up going back to it. So that I've learned by that mistake, because I want the scope and the spectrum, because I can still buy wet stuff, and I've got loads of wet stuff on pre-order. The mini scale Sauron, I've pre-ordered that, but I'm going to talk about it on the live stream. The live stream, by the way, is on 12th of November, 9 p.m. UK time. Hope to see you all there. So that's another thing I've brought into now that I've said I was going to do, the live streams, where you can come on and you can interact, or you can be in the chat and discuss these things. It's something else that I have to do. And let's not forget, the other thing as well is 12 months ago, coming up to 12 months ago now anyway, my personal life changed drastically, which you all saw. Drastically changed. And will never go back to what it was. Never go back to what it was, because I feel 1,000 times better than I have ever felt as an adult now, through severe hard work. And that severe hard work eats into my spare time. So I haven't got the spare time to dedicate to doing videos. And that's the other thing. Doing these videos takes time, a lot of time and a lot of effort. And I'm sure some of you have seen on the other statue channels, people are taking a break from it. People are burning out. People have had enough. There's not the stuff to talk about, or people just need a rest from it. That's the thing. I think if you don't do a YouTube channel, it's just something only YouTubers will know, is the amount of work and effort you put into it. It's not just this bit sitting in front of the camera, rabbiting away. There's so much work that's involved. And I haven't got the spare time. I now work 12-hour shifts. So nothing will happen. I was saying that nothing will happen at 12. I'm working tonight. I am up now awake doing this, and I've got a 12-hour night shift to do tonight, but I'm doing this to get this video out, to get it so I can sit and do it and record it and edit and get it on the channel. There's the workload, that which comes into, because a couple of people had asked me, why don't you do a separate channel for your spiders? Well, no, because again, it's an immense amount of work to do that. And I'll be honest, and I'm not doing it, incidentally. But the thing is, when I was talking about this, I've said this before, I was chatting to my mate at work about it, and I was like, nah, maybe I should just do it as a separate channel, you know, maybe one or two of these people. And my mate at work, who doesn't keep tarantulas, who doesn't keep statues, he turned to me and says, your channel's called Haunt the Collector. I went, yeah. He goes, well, Haunt, I said, refers to your home, doesn't it? I said, yeah. And collector refers to you as a collector. I said, yeah. And he says, and you're collecting tarantulas, aren't you? Well, yeah. He says, well, what's people's problem? So it is the title of the channel. It isn't Haunt of Lord of the Rings. It isn't Haunt of the Statues. And I was like, you're right. Do you know? And when he said that to me, and the person, I know he watches my videos. Thank you, mate, because you just sometimes you need that person, that one actual unexpected person to push you into a very positive frame of mind. Now, I don't regret making the choice. It was that made me, yeah, I'm doing it. But a lot of people who are statue collectors, who are Lord of the Ring fans, have messaged me in the last sort of 3 or 4 months. I've said, I really like them. I really like the video. I didn't think I would, but I really like them. I have had the tarantula videos I'm on about. I've even had statue collectors when you're doing a spider video again. So that's brilliant. And that will only get better. Now, I know, like, my views and comments and all that don't compare to what my statue videos do. I mean, they do way better. But then again, they've got 2 years of investment behind them and 2 years worth of subscribers who watch behind them. Plus, I can share them on multiple groups. I don't share the maybe one group I share them on my own Facebook page. That's it. So they haven't got the audience yet. I haven't built that area up. That's another challenge for me to do, is to build that up. But having it all here in one place, I put them into playlists, so you can choose what you want. And there's another playlist starting on Wednesday, by the way. They're here. I'm working on that video today as well. That's going to go into 2 videos, but that's a whole new area I've got into now as well, which again, I love. I'm passionate about it. I want to do it. As soon as a statue comes in, I'll do an unboxing and I'll do a review on it. I did one. The irony was when that comment came, and again, I really appreciate the comment. I really appreciate it, and I'm really grateful to the person who made the comment. Please don't think this is a video of me having a go. I'm not having a go at all. I'm explaining where I am, where the channel is, and why I'm doing what I'm doing. I actually looked at my content, because I can click on a button and you get all your content, and I was like, you know, the last sort of 4 weeks, there was way more statues and Lord of the Rings content than there were tarantulas. It was just, for 1 week, one topic had been, I broke, and you'd had 3 videos all in a row. But that's what it is. And the thing is, guys, when I do shorts, because everyone's doing shorts now, and everyone's telling me you need to do more short, it's easier for me to film a spider than it is for me to stand in front of an inanimate object and try and make it interesting. How many times do you think I can do that? I haven't got the collection that some people out there have got, with these huge collections, and they've got a huge amount of, I haven't got the room, I can't afford to do it. And as I've said on previous videos, guys, I am sick to death of paying the ridiculous shipping costs, and now we're getting dicked by certain courier services on our import fees as well, and I've had enough of it. I've had enough of paying that amount of money. And so, and I said this months and months ago, way before I even bought or even thought about buying a tarantula, that my collection was going to be slowing right down physically, because of the amount of stuff that, one, I can house, and two, that it was getting to a point where I was going to have to sell something to buy something for the space. But I'm in a position where I don't want to sell anything. I don't want to sell. I don't want to sell my Paramount Balrog. I don't want to sell my Terminator, my Alien, my Queen Studios, and what's behind me. I don't want to sell me Infinity. I don't want to sell me Alerts. I don't want to sell me Frodo and Gollum. I don't want to sell any of them. I don't want to sell all me wet stuff. So I've got nothing to sell to make space for something else. Plus, the space I have got, I've got 5 statues on pre-order coming in the next, 2024, and some, I think, 2 are 2025. And also, not to mention, I am 1000% going to be going for the Infinity Studios Sylvanas bust. 1000%. In fact, I'm even thinking of buying the 3rd scale one to go with it. So yeah, and I'm constantly on CD UK now, looking at what he's got, because I know it's one price and I'm not having to pay shipping and import. I'm constantly looking at stuff. I'm looking at other things. But here's the other thing as well, guys, that I've noticed is, because I put a lot of time in researching stuff, a lot of time. You'd be amazed, actually, how much time I put in. I've noticed as well, and I've spoke to a couple of other guys who've got their own YouTube channel, and I've just mentioned, it doesn't seem to be as much going on. I mean, the most recent thing, again, we're going to talk about it on the live stream. Fantastic news with Star Wars license, something I'm mega interested in. And it'll be a new thing to bring in. I want to get more Star Wars stuff in. NYC, I want to start getting some more NYC pieces. I've got one on pre-order, the shuttle. A couple of the other ones I didn't go for them, but I wish I had now. But anyway, so there's, again, getting Star Wars stuff in. I want to get Star Wars stuff in. So there is stuff going on. But anyway, talking to these guys, and I was saying about, there just doesn't seem to be the stuff going on now that there was a year ago, and then the general sort of attitude and feeling in the community doesn't feel, you've got a lot of pissed off people, I'm leaving the hobby, it's too expensive now, blah blah, statues, it's just for rich men now. There's a lot of that going on, and they said the same, and a couple of them have said to me that their content is suffering because of it, and I totally agree. I'm not going to just bang out a random video where I just sit and talk shit for 10 minutes. Well, I do that, but you know what I mean? Just for the sake of content. I want my content to be interesting. Even if there's only 20 people watch it who are like, that's amazing. For me to get 3 or 4 people who message me saying, I really enjoyed that. That's what I want. I want my content to be as interesting as I can make it for you guys. I mean, I appreciate every single one of you who watches. I appreciate it if you click the like, if you put a comment, and those of you who have subscribed. And obviously, you've got the free will to not watch the videos. You've got the free will to unsubscribe if that's what you want. I don't want to see any of you go, but I respect if that's your choice. If this isn't what you want, I've put these into playlists. I am still doing the statues. I've got Lydia, who goes on the live streams now, will tell you the mountain of Lego I've got upstairs, and it is a mountain, incidentally. And the only reason I haven't done a Lego video, I mean, one of my Lego videos screamed, just hit a curve and just took off. And the only reason I haven't done any Lego build is because I simply haven't had the time to do them, not even a small one. I mean, that diorama one, which you all voted on, I haven't even had a chance to do it yet. I haven't had the chance to, and in fact, a couple of my Lego models, I'm going to have to dismantle them because I need the space, because, again, the video will be out on Wednesday. I've started doing something else as well. And yes, it's animals, but it's not spiders. But you'll see that on Wednesday. Then you've got the choice to watch it if you want to or not. It's a whole new thing for me, but I'm mega excited about doing it. Basically, I didn't want this to be too longer a video. Everything that I've done because I genuinely feel and believe it is the best thing for the future of the channel. For me, for the channel to have remained on statues, there would have been very little content coming out. A lot of the content would have been forced, and I don't think it would have been very interesting. And I think you'd have noticed, well, I know you would have noticed it. And there just wouldn't have been much there. And I might as well have just abandoned it and walked away. And I don't want to do that. Again, I've brought the live streaming in, so we could talk about statues and that, we talk about Lord of the Rings and that, and we talk about tarantulas on that. And every one of my amazing panelists that I have on there who keep coming back, and well, we've only done, but they're all coming back for the third one, have all said to me they really appreciate the fact that I've brought 2 communities together. It's that response that I love. That's happened, and these people are all friends now, and they're all chatting to each other, and that's brilliant. And why can't that happen? Yeah, it's unorthodox. Yeah, nobody else has done it. Fantastic. That's what I want. I want my channel to be Haunter the Collector is something that you don't know what the next video is going to be about. You just don't know, and you don't know what's going to be on the live stream, because that to me is more interesting than just the same monotonous thing. And I won't do that. I won't do monotony, because I'll get bored and I'll stop. So you've got the choice. And again, I asked this, I did polls on this, I asked you all about this, and the majority of you came back with a general attitude of, it's your channel, Jace, do what you want. A lot of you came back and said, look, I'll watch whatever you do. I'm here for you. And that is the best thing. 1 or 2 people said, yeah, it's not for me, Jace. I'm afraid I'm going to have to go. Really genuinely sorry to see them people go. I don't want to see that, but I respect that if that's your choice. And then people have the free will to pop back if they want to and watch the occasional video. So I don't see any harm in bringing in more subjects. So I hope that has kind of answered that comment. I mean, that comment impacted on me so much. That's why I wanted to do this video, and I wanted to explain why I'm doing what I'm doing it, because I think it's the best thing. Well, I know it's the best thing for the channel. I know it is. And nothing has changed in my attitude and my emotion towards statues, the statue community, statue collecting, and doing videos on it. The only thing that's altered is I've got a load of pieces that I'm not going to sell. So the room's taken. And I don't want to keep just nattering, doing 5-10 minutes about certain people. And there's, you know yourselves, there's not been much that I would talk, because I'm not into Marvel, I'm not into DC, I'm not into anime, I'm not into any of that, and I'm not going to sit here talking about stuff that you all know I have got no interest in, and I've made no secret of it. I've got no interest in it, If something comes along that I'm interested in and I think, oh, that'll make a good video, I'll do it. But that's the thing. I've got to think that'll make a good video, and I'll do it. Like this, that comment, I wanted to address it. I wanted to chat about it. And now I have. I'd like to get all of your feedback on it. Let me know. Like I said, I appreciate every one of you who takes the time to watch my videos. If you've enjoyed this one, I really appreciate if you click the like button. And honestly, please, anything at all, put it in the comments, because I always love to hear from you. Another video out in a couple of days' time, which is a whole new topic, a whole new playlist. And hopefully, I will be talking about the new Weta reveal and the new what's happening with the Star Wars license. We'll be discussing that on the next live stream, which I say is on the Sunday the 12th of November, 9 p.m. UK time. So I hope to see as many of you there as possible. Well, thank you ever so much for watching, and I appreciate every one of you who's here, and I really appreciate the person who sent that comment. Thank you ever so much. I say you've inspired me to do this video. So yeah, always guys, if you've got anything like that individual did, just put it in the comment section. Message me if you don't want to put it as a comment. Let me know anything that you want me to do, discuss. If you don't let me know like that person, I can't do anything about it, can I? Right, I'm going. Take care of yourselves. You all have a great week, and I'll catch you all on the next video, which should be in a couple of days' time, and a whole new topic. Oh yes, more stuff. Okay, I'm going. Try.